the game. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled it.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Not going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40.
2nd and 9 now. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And it is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. A big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Mostert.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mostert. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this
is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they're showing improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Washington. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
A big play there for the Niners. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerry Jeudy, 32 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
Anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the Niners.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they can. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Austin Seibert set to go.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Play action, they'll throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
And that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Gets to him, and he will go down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Taken right on the 30.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they try the right side here. Right upfield across the 45.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Seibert on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes this Washington 24, 49ers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Set to get this drive underway. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And this window is running back out of the backfield. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they will take this all the way out past the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball is expected to be caught.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game into the future and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A toss play to the running.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes this Washington 31. 49ers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And his guys will get the football.